In the present, Suji looked at Jacob with concern. So, please don't tell me, bro. She learned the truth from someone else. Jacob smiled. A tired, painful smile. Ever since I met Jules, it felt like the universe had already decided my fate. He looked out through the window. I wanted to tell her. I truly did. But destiny kept arriving before I could. The morning after their colleague's wedding reception, Jacob woke up with only one decision in his mind. Today, no more postponing. He would tell Jules the truth. He had even left his car at home. He hated driving whenever she was around. Not because he disliked cars, because she insisted on sitting in the back seat. He preferred the crowded MTC bus. There, they could stand together, talk, laugh, forget the rest of the world. He knew those bus rides would end after today. But the truth couldn't wait forever. Jules arrived at the bus stop at exactly 8. The moment she reached him, she smiled. You didn't bring lunch today, did you? Jacob blinked. No. She smiled even wider. Good. I made something special. I wanted to share it with you. For a brief moment, Jacob wanted to smile. Instead, guilt settled inside him. She was being honest. She was treating him like a true friend. He had hidden the biggest truth about himself. His mind whispered, today. His heart answered, today or never. Before another thought could escape, the familiar screech of the MTC bus echoed across the road. It arrived, packed, as always. Jacob muttered under his breath, not here. The journey passed without a single meaningful conversation. By the time they reached Fortune, they had barely spoken. As they got down, Jacob smiled. I'll meet you for lunch. She nodded. Okay. And disappeared into the building. Lunch finally arrived. Jacob saw Jules walking towards their usual table. He smiled. Then Rekha joined her, carrying another lunchbox. I heard Jules made biryani today. Wanted to taste? Jacob laughed politely. Inside, he sighed. Even fate seemed determined to deny him one private conversation. The three of them spoke about the wedding reception, about colleagues, about work. Then lunch ended. And so did another opportunity. That evening, Jacob waited outside Fortune. 5 minutes passed, then 10. Just when he wondered whether she had already left, Jules came running. Sorry, I had some work to finish. They boarded the bus. This time, luck finally favored him. They found two empty seats together. As they settled down, Jacob smiled. The biryani, it was amazing. She laughed softly. I was hoping you'd say that. Silence returned. Jacob looked outside, then back at her. I hope you don't mind if I call you Jules, because Julie feels a bit distant. She turned towards him. For a moment, she simply looked at him. No one has ever called me that. A shy smile slowly appeared. Yeah. Jacob smiled. One more step closer. He took a deep breath. Jules, have you ever lied to someone? Her smile disappeared. What? No. Why? He looked down. Have you ever had a friend who lied to you? She frowned, still trying to understand where the conversation was going. No. The bus slowed to a stop. Their stop. As they stepped onto the road, Jacob gathered every bit of courage he had left. Jules, can I walk you home? I need to tell you something. She looked at him curiously. You've been serious all day. What happened? They began walking. The evening breeze was unusually quiet. Jacob's heartbeat wasn't. He searched for the right words. Where do I even begin? Finally, he spoke. Jules, the day we met at the children's home, I had come there because I wasn't there because before he could continue, a loud whistle cut through the silence. A jeep stood parked by the roadside. The window rolled down. A man stepped out. Kumar, the local gang leader working for MLA Shankaran. He looked straight at Jules. So, you only take handsome boys home? Take me too. The men around him burst into laughter. Jules lowered her eyes. Her face tightened. Jacob slowly turned. Kumar wasn't finished. What? I'll pay you better than him. Something inside Jacob snapped. He walked straight towards Kumar. Without another word, his fist landed squarely across Kumar's nose. The laughter stopped. Kumar staggered backwards. Blood trickled from his nose. He looked up in disbelief. Jules stood frozen. She had never seen Jacob like this. Fear, shock, something she couldn't explain, all crossed her face at once. She hurried towards him. Jacob. She grabbed his arm. Please, let's go. Neither of them spoke until they reached her apartment. Jacob looked around carefully, making sure the jeep hadn't followed them. Jules turned towards him. Why did you have to hit him? He looked dangerous. Jacob looked back at the road for a moment before answering. I couldn't stand there listening to his filth. His voice was calm, not angry anymore. He looked at her. This place isn't safe anymore. Lock the door. If they come back, call me. She nodded silently. He waited. She climbed the stairs, unlocked the door, went inside, and locked it. Only then, Jacob finally turned around. He stood there for another minute, completely exhausted. He hadn't found the courage to tell her. Not in the morning, not at lunch, not on the bus, not even while walking home. And now, out of nowhere, a villain had entered their lives. Jacob looked up at the night sky, booked a taxi, and whispered to himself, Tomorrow. He didn't know it then. Tomorrow would already be too late. Stay right here with me for the next episode. This is Between Love and Truth, where love is deep and truth runs deeper than we think. Thanks for listening.